just a moment ago is from, if I can be able to just trace that, one of the government national disaster, NDOC, talking about the particular attack. As I said earlier, also Majority Leader in the National Assembly, Edan Duale, confirming this particular attack. So as it stands, a lot of details that are unclear. We still do not know so much, but 2 people have been confirmed dead. Others have been rushed to hospital. We'll continue to bring you updates as and when we get them. And the question of this part of Kenya that many sometimes have felt is left unattended to, and we will continue to speak to people that are on the ground, Hamza Yusuf, students that managed to escape, so do stay with us. But Henry, to that question, those that have felt that security in these regions has not been taken as seriously as others in the country, is it a concern you share as well?
I do. I share that concern, and that's why I pointed out that 3 hours down the line, if security in that region had been taken seriously, then we need to have had more deployment, easy deployment, because the KDF barracks and Kenya Police and special units ought to be operating from nearby. But even if they were operating from Nairobi, it should have taken a shorter time to drop specialized teams there. And I sometimes say we need to learn these lessons so that it doesn't take us. Yes, some people may die, some people may be injured, but we can forestall the effect of all these processes with better planning. And because we already know, if you zero down on the many 40+ attacks that happened in the country last year, most of them were in that region. So there must be a change so that this is not just happening. And one caller pointed out that there has been a lot of violations and transgressions on the citizens, which has created a bigger distance between the security agencies and the community. These are problems we ought to deal with differently, because if we really want citizens to offer information and intelligence that can be actionable, you cannot sometimes criminalize the whole community, because sometimes our approach has been that the attack happens and everybody who is perhaps below 40 or 50 young men are all attacked. They are all made suspects. And so we need to clearly begin changing policy. And one of the things I thought that Honorable Ngaiseri will do, and I've continued to say, this is the only country that has over 30 laws on national security, but without a single national security policy. I thought he will fix this once and for all, so that there's a structured process of dealing with these issues.
All right, I think we'll come back to you, but we do have Hamza Yusuf, who is with us now on call. Good morning, Hamza. Hello, good morning, Hamza.
Yes, I can hear you well.
Yes, go right ahead, Hamza. What's the latest? We had talked to you earlier, but do we have anything that has developed? Hello? Okay, right, Hamza Yusuf there, who is on call. We'll see whether we can get that call back. And well, what we have here are some of the facts about Garissa University College. The institution is situated in Garissa town in the county of Garissa. It is a constituent of Moi University. Currently, the university has 75 staff members. In 2011, the government upgraded the Garissa Teacher Training College to a degree awarding institution. The institution was then reconstituted as Garissa University College and a constituent college of Moi University. The institution was granted the powers to offer education and training at the degree level, while at the same time retaining its traditional mandate as a middle-level college offering diplomas and certificates in the technical and vocational fields. As a constituent college, the Moi University, the degree awarded by the institution would be confirmed by Moi University. The institution was established with the principal objective of training in the technology and business fields. There are plans to widen the scope of the subjects offered at the University College to include other vocational subjects such as management, health, science, technology, and design and advertising. But I think we have Hamza now with us. Good morning, Hamza. Good morning, Hamza. All right, Hamza Yusuf is one of the students who managed to escape, or rather, Hamza Yusuf is in Garissa, and we are trying to get to him. He's a correspondent. Good morning, Hamza. We seem to be having a problem there with our call. Good morning, Hamza. He's a correspondent who is in Garissa, and we want to get, an update from him. So far, we do know that we may have some fatalities. We don't have a confirmation of how many that we have so far, and we will try and get Hamza now. Good morning, Hamza.
Morning.
Yes, Hamza. Please let us know what's the current situation in Garissa University.
Okay, the situation is still the same. The siege is continuing. The suspected, terrorists are still in the institution. But what the current information we are getting now from inside the siege is that they were narrowed to one dormitory by Kenya Defense Forces. So we can't, confirm what is going on inside there. And then the ambulances, it's a bit hard for the ambulances to access because there's also they can't access because there's a heavy gunshot inside there.
All right. Can you how far are you from the university as we speak?
I'm just 1 kilometer in around the university because the police and the joint forces are not allowing any person to go around there, whether media, whether politician. They don't allow because they have taken over the control currently.
Okay, and from where you are, can you tell whether there is still gunfire, exchange of fire, or has the place gone quiet?
It's sometimes quiet. You sometimes after 4 or 5 minutes you also hear some shotgun, but still the siege is continuing, and also the suspected gunmen are still inside the institution.
All right, and you've mentioned that KDF have now, it seems like they've taken them to one dormitory. Were this KDF flown in? Were they there? Was this security forces already on site?
Yeah, there is barracks in Garissa of KDF. So this is one of the big bases which is in northeast, and most of the time they use their operations in Somalia. So what happens is that after the gunmen attack the police and the joint forces, especially the KDF, were within the county and media, and also when they're informed that the siege is continuing, they came immediately.
All right. And from when the KDF came in and the security forces came in, have we had any being released? Do we have any escaping? Do we have anybody leaving the university?
Yeah, currently, some minutes before, where I was so much, close to the university, I've been seeing some students who are coming out of the institution. But maybe they couldn't talk because of the traumatized. They were also, immediately after they come, they were taken, they were taken by the ambulance, and they were taken to the hospital. So they were sure, it's a bit shock. They can't talk and they can't tell anything. They can't say, and we have been talking to them and maybe to tell us what is going on inside there. But most of them are not willing to talk to you because some of them even can't speak.
Okay. And from where you are, I don't know if you can confirm this, is there anybody vetting those who are leaving? Because, we've had instances where we've had terrorists leave as though they were, citizens. Is there a way of confirming that these are actually students that are leaving and being taken to hospital?
Okay, immediately after they come out, what happens here, Gitonga, is that they are verified by the immigration officers. They're looking everybody, and then they are questioning. After that is when someone is allowed to go to go, and get treatment. So it's not easy task for a person to just come outside from the siege and then maybe just go away like that. There is massive operation, and they were being verified. Who is this person?
Okay, and from where you are, do we have like an estimated number of how many students may still be in the dormitory that has now been, sort of secured?
We can't estimate that because we spoke to the university officials, but they are not willing to speak to any media because it's still early for them to confirm for us what is going on inside there.
Okay, and do we have any government officials who maybe have come in the last few minutes?
Yeah, government officials are still there, but they are away from the siege. But whenever you feel like maybe taking information from them or you ask them questions on maybe telling you the current situation in the state, everybody is like, please give me time to confirm for you, and then maybe they will give us the details in 1 hour time.
All right, thank you very much for giving us that update. I'm sure we'll be talking to you later on just to keep us posted. But we also have Fatar. Good morning.
Morning too.
Yes, where are you located right now, Fatar? Are you close to the university?
I am at the moment, earlier on I told you I am in the hostel, being locked in the room. But now I'm at least better, standing at the gate with some officers and some 50 students who have been rescued from the hostel.
Okay, are you now out of the hostel? You're away from the university?
I am within the university at the main gate.
At the main gate. Okay, yeah. And what can you tell us? What can you see? What can you hear from where you are?
Still, I've not seen an incident of death. But in the hostels, Elgon hostel, people are still there. The militias are firing gunshots still there.
All right. From where you are you able to see where the security forces are? We are told that the KDF are there already. Are you able to see them? And what are they doing? What's happening?
At least they are trying their much best, the best of their capability to save the guys. The anti-terror group, the police, the KDF, all the officers that are there in the university to rescue the students. And still, students who are living in Elgon hostels are not completely rescued, even though some of them managed to escape in the morning.
All right, Abdi, this is Sophia. We spoke earlier. At the time you were in hiding, and now you're outside the campus, you tell us, or just near the gate exiting. How has that happened?
Pardon, please?
The last time we spoke, you were in hiding within the campus. Is it not correct?
We are still at the gate in the campus.
So how is it you were able to move from there? Because earlier on we spoke to students who were saying as they were trying to escape, they were still being fired at. Are we now getting an indication from you that the gunmen have shifted their positions, that you were able to move from where you were to the gate of the campus?
It is just a small distance of around 1.5 kilometers maybe.
All right.
From where the gun is firing.
So you did not receive any assistance, say, from KDF, from the police, in terms of your movement from where you were initially?
Some officers managed us, they told us to get out of the room. We came to an area where they were hiding out from the guns. And then they told us to remove the shirts. We removed the shirts and we handed over our student ID card. And then after that, they told us they handed us over to another police officer the next. And then that is how we managed to come to the gate where we're still safe with some students, some subordinate staff, all that.
All right, so you're at the gate of the university. So this area has not yet been cordoned off. Is there any efforts to clear you from that particular area? And number two, can you still hear gunshots?
Pardon?
Can you still hear gunshots? Earlier we spoke, we've been hearing that the fire exchange has been continuing for a while. Is that still happening now?
The gunfire is still in progress. It is happening still, and people are being rescued fast by fast.
All right, so you've been cleared from within the compound just to the gate?
But yeah, just to the gate, but we are also to be passed to the next stage where we'll be safe then.
Are you still being able to text with some of your other colleagues who are still inside? We're understanding that there was a bit of course, cannot call, but there was texting, explaining what's happening inside the campus. Are you able to do that now?
Yeah, that man, we are still with him at the moment.
Sorry?
I'm not with him at the moment. I don't know where he has gone, but the people whom we are together are people who are being rescued at the moment.
All right. You say you have not seen any fatalities. What about casualties?
Madam, please, I'm not getting your questions.
All right, Abdi, we'll get back to you. I think we're not communicating at this particular moment, but Abdi telling us earlier on he was within the campus. He has now, with other students, been moved with the help of the police. He says they've been moved to the gate. That's yet to be cleared from that particular area, but one clear thing is that this is still a situation that is fluid, is still unfolding. Gunmen who attacked the university at around 5 a.m. this morning are still there. Gunshots are still renting the air. That is something that's still being heard by those we are speaking with this morning from the Garissa University. So the details continue streaming in, and as they come in, we are sharing the same with you. And I want to bring in our guest this morning. Of course, we were on State of the Nation earlier, but talking about what is now unfolding, and a lot of Kenyans on Twitter engaging on the discussion that there was this alert that had been given that there was an imminent attack on a university. Of course, it was not specific. And in the past, when there have been attacks, we've seen this exchange, especially between the intelligence officials and the police, saying, oh, yes, there might have been intelligence, but it was a blanket, it was not specific, so it was inactionable. Millie, let me begin with you. What are your thoughts on this particular one? Of course, you're not a security expert, but just your reading of the situation.
Yeah, I think really once you get that sort of alert, we don't have that many universities. What we should have done is to beef up security